I think you've poured a lot of time, a lot of love into yourself. There's something specifically with this free will and Capricorn energy out of this collective. I think either there's some form of risk you have taken within maybe this past year, whether it's start your own business or finally got that job or trying to pursue that job right now that you really want. There's some form of chain you've broken free from, and it's specifically coming from a business, a job. And that's where I'm saying, like, that's why I feel like this collective, you're feeling frustrated when it comes to this person, because I think you look at yourself right now as a divine feminine. You feel like you're ready. You feel like you've put in the work all on your own. You've made every decision on your own with that free will. Don't make that perfect. I don't think you've had people convince you to start a bit. And not saying people won't cheer you on, but there is something like, again, it's like I'm willing to put in the extra step for myself. I want that business. I want that job. I want to go to school for this, whatever it is you're trying to pursue. It could have something to do with spirituality. Maybe, like I brought up in part one, you could be a tarot reader or some form of magic, but regardless, okay, that's why I think that you're in this frustration, because you're like, okay, I'm ready. And then you're looking around and then you're doing when are they coming in? Where are they doing? Oh, they're not coming in 2 weeks. Well, what was the point of all this? But it's because, honey, it's all about putting in the work for yourself. You got to keep in mind, I could be talking about a twin flame situation, maybe not. But regardless, I always say the whole point of separation between two people, especially if you're spiritually connected, is you come into union with yourself, not just with your person. That comes later. So what is happening is, congratulations, you came into union with yourself. Instead of right now being so fixated on, okay, I'm ready, when's my person coming? No. Like, congratulations, you got your exterior motives under control. You got to calm down a little bit internally. Let's see what this free will, and again, go this whole arena, make sure it makes sense. This is how are you feeling towards this person. But also with that age difference I brought up too, you could maybe really start to think that this person's just immature and I'm too mature, regardless of the age thing. There's some about maturity. I think you're starting to view this person as, oh, they're immature, they're doing whatever they want. They're not thinking about this. Free will. And then cycles right there, okay? Dysfunctional, unstable, hurtful, toxic, same scenarios keep occurring, but unable to learn necessary lessons, okay? I feel like that, again, maybe this person's always kind of came in and out of your life, always came in to kind of push your buttons to trigger you. But again, the whole point of, like I said, this reading is, again, you can't stop fate, you can't stop destiny, you can't stop time, or you can't make time go faster for you. You can't do that for the time being. That is a lesson you're kind of refusing to see right now. But until then, also, I don't think this person has also learned their lessons as far as why do they keep coming back. There's clearly some form of mirroring energy going on. Predictable, repetitive cycle of breaking up and getting back together again. That's what I'm saying. Like, this person could have been in and out of your life. And I feel like every time you've always confused it with union. That, oh, they're going to start taking me seriously right now. There's something about this person you, in the past, in the nicest way, you've refused to see the truth about. Age difference, and then power couple. That's what I'm saying. I think you've built it up in your head that we're going to make it, we're going to be this, we're going to be that, and I think you finally had enough. And it's not a bad thing that you're feeling this way, because I feel like you're on the brink of surrendering, but it's like you're gripping onto this connection for dear life out of it. The dream team of change reunion creates exceptional growth. I think you think this person hasn't grown at all, to be honest. Divine feminine. Yeah, acquiring knowledge right there. I heard you could also be a baby witch. You could just be starting out as well. Open-minded to the connection, willingness to be open and understanding of the connection. And I do feel like it is this collective. I feel like when the lessons or even the hard quote reality check sit in, you do have an open mind, but there's something about, again, with this person, like, you know, when it comes to understanding the lesson behind it, you don't want to hear it. It's like you shut your ears out when it comes towards this Capricorn. Okay, and then I got Libra energy. So far I got Libra, Capricorn, water signs, romantic, charming, fair, idealistic, social, clever, smart. But then, yeah, I got divine timing at the bottom of the deck. But I think it's always been this collective. Clearly, this time of separation, you've been very focused on your business, your wealth, your financial stability. I think that you do build up this illusion that you do want a hopeless romantic, someone charming, someone sweet, someone charismatic. But I feel like when you reflect back on this person, and I think that is the hard reality with this Libra energy and this acquiring knowledge, that you've been like, it kind of makes you sick to your stomach. It's like maybe for the longest time, in the nice way, you've been kind of delusional and think, oh, this person, you know, is really romantic, really soft, really sweet and sensitive, but I think they were anything but that. I think now you're starting to see that this person's always viewed themselves as very superficial, and it's really ticked you off because I think you truly want a genuine, loving source of connection. I think you've always treated this person correctly as best you can, but I don't think, again, this is a mess. Clearly somebody, unfortunately, you were connected with at one point that was not willing to settle down. They were not willing to take love very seriously, and I think that's a hard thing for you to swallow. And I think for the longest time, like I said, you've really pent up this point that they were going to come in very romantically, a lot of expectations here over time, that they were a romantic person, they did do this, when in reality, I think for this collective, this really a reading, if you reflect back on your guys' connection, I think maybe it was this collective, you always planned dates, you were always the one to initiate a conversation, you were the one that always put in the extra mile for this person. But I think instead of looking at yourself as, I think for the longest time, you've always embodied a divine masculine. I've seen a little emperor out of this collective. You know, you've always took authority on certain things. You've always been very disciplined when it comes to this connection. I think if anything, you're starting to look at this person as in their feminine, era. They've always been in their feminine era. They didn't have a masculine trait to them, but I think you've always confused that as, no, they treated me that way, I didn't. You see what I'm saying? I think you've always never gave yourself that kind of credit. Okay, let me just do 2 more, and then I'll get into how's this person feeling about you. Okay, and then I got new beginnings are coming, but then I also got November 7th through December 21st. That could be a significant memory, birthday. That could have been, I'm hearing the last time you've heard from them was around that time. Again, November 7th through December 21st. But again, that could be memories, birthdays, whatever the case is. But that's what I'm saying. You want that, don't make it fit. You want that restart button with this person. But again, it's like you're not surrendering right now. And I know where it's coming from, and I agree with this collective. You are ready. You are in this divine feminine. I think you've learned how to balance out your masculine and your feminine energies, and you're kind of questioning this person right now, and you really want true control of the time. Allowing yourself to accept changes that might bring good things to you. You're, like I said, in the nice way for this collective, if you're holding on to timing and holding on to when, what are they doing about this, you're going to prolong it. You got to let it go in the nice way, especially if this is something you're wanting back. Don't make it fit, guys. If you really don't want this person back, or at least don't see a second chance with this person, or whatever the case is, keep going. It's okay. Don't be mad at me, please. I'm just the messenger. Okay. But now let me see, how does this person feel about you? Okay, how does this person feel about you? Okay, how does this person clearly feel about you? Let's do 4 again. Oh! Woo-hoo! I got divine masculine. That's what I just said. I feel like this collective in the past, you've always held the masculine traits, and I think that's how this person reflect off. But here's the kicker. I just said back in part 1, you're foolish to think if your person's not doing any work. I think they're embodying their divine masculine. Just saying. But then, okay, I got victim mentality, mentally materialistic. Oh, I got 5 here. Small offering, and then angel numbers and synchronicities right here. This collective, you could very much be a Capricorn, or at least hold a lot of Capricorn qualities, or in your birth chart, whatever the case is. They know that you've always been focused very materialistically. That's what I'm saying. This person's watching you. They know you've grown a business. They know you've leveled up some form in your financial stability at some one form of another. similar, okay? But again, and I think this person was clearly the opposite. Maybe when you guys were initially together, they didn't have a job, or they didn't work that many hours, or hardly made any money. And I think this is clearly, I'm getting intimidation. This person was always very intimidated by you on what you brought to the table. And I think the reason, not saying it's right, the reason they backed off is because they had nothing to offer you.